It's the first show of the year. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Gia. Welcome back, BG. We're going to go find out what your guys' New Year's resolutions were.
What is your New Year's resolution?
To breathe more fresh air.
I'm trying not to have any negativity in my life.
To not take finals.
To surround myself with better people.
To be less stressed.
New Year's resolutions is to eat more cheese. I like Gouda. I like white cheddar, aged white cheddar.
You like blue cheese?
And I also like salami with my cheese.
I'm gonna be a great brother.
Is to stay happy, to stay healthy.
Be a kinder and gentler human being.
To be healthy.
What's your New Year's resolution?
To pray more.
Oh, yeah.
To go to church.
I'm actually doing things in silence intentionally and not having distractions on. And so far it's working out pretty well, so I would highly recommend other people to try it.
My New Year's resolution was to read 22 books, and I read 4.
So Gia, what was your New Year's resolution this year?
My New Year's resolution was to have the best Friday ever, Bishop Gorman, because BGTV is coming at you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Bishop Gorman. I'm Alyssa Gonzaga. And I'm Lokelani Francis. And this is BGTV.
Today is Friday, January 20th, and it's National Coffee Break Day. Don't forget to take a relaxing break with a warm cup of coffee.
What's up, G?
It's also the first show of the semester.
Hey, Loki, how are your classes going?
They're going okay, but I do need some advice on how to not fall behind in my classes this semester.
Luckily, Isabella, Lillian, Abby, Nick, and Cece can give us some tips on how to start the semester off right.
What's up, G?
I'm Isabella.
I'm Abby.
And I'm Cece.
And we went around and asked some students and teachers about some tips they have to start the semester off right.
Let's check it out.
Let's say your assignment's due Thursday. Here's what you want to do. Wednesday, we get home from school. You want to relax, chill out, hang out with family, have a good dinner, maybe watch some Netflix, YouTube, video games.
My advice to students when they're starting a new semester is turn over a new leaf. Rewrite your notes, outline the chapters, read ahead, imagine that, read ahead, and be a reader. Reading makes you a good writer.
I think it's really important to just start off by being really productive and focused and getting ahead on your work.
Just always make sure you're doing the right thing, and if you think you're going to get in trouble for it, then don't do it, because you're obviously going to get in trouble for it.
Know when to rest, know when to relax, know when to sleep, know when to eat, when to take a break.
To prepare for a test, start studying every night for a little bit and just increase the amount you study every night.
If you're going to go out, don't post about it. Keep your life private.
There are 3 things that you should do. 1, always do your best. Every day, do your best. You may not be the best, but do your best. Secondly, be honorable. Don't lie, cheat, or steal. Have a reputation for honesty. And the 3rd thing is stay clean. If you do those 3, God will take care of you, and you will have an amazing life.
Thanks, guys. That is some really good advice, and I will be sure to use it going forward in this semester.
Hey, Alyssa, what did you do over the 3-day weekend?
Well, I hung out with friends and family and caught up on some sleep.
But do you really know what our 3-day weekend was about?
Not really.
Thankfully, Matt, Gio, Devo, Teddy, and Emmy can tell us more about the importance of Martin Luther King.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
This week, we celebrated Martin Luther King Day. Obviously, this means no school, but there is a deeper significance in history to Martin Luther King Day. We talked to Mr. Nixon about the history, significance, and ways to learn more about Dr. King.
The significance of Martin Luther King Day, first and foremost, I think, is to serve your community, is what Martin Luther King did. And I think our country now is starting to see that that's probably the best thing for us, that we learn how to serve others, because that's what he did. He served our country. He served the citizens throughout America and the world. And two, I think it's coming together as community to share love and to basically work for each other. One thing you can do is read some of his wonderful books that he's written throughout history. One of the things I have my students do is read the letter from the Birmingham House jail. It is a great piece of literature. It's only 10 pages. I think it gives you insight into what was going on in our country at that time specifically, and down south, what it was like. And he's such a fantastic, eloquent, poetic writer that you will enjoy reading his books, his letters, his pamphlets. So those are some of the things you can do. And as I mentioned earlier, you can serve, you can help others, because that's what he was about. He gave up his life serving others and to make our life so much better. So get a book, read a Martin Luther King book, read the letter, and then maybe watch some documentaries also on his life. And I think you'll get a better understanding on why we celebrate Martin Luther King Day.
Thank you guys for sharing the history and impact of Martin Luther King. It's extremely important to encourage all Americans to volunteer to improve their communities, just as he did.
Speaking of improving our community, we've had so many new classes this year, it's important to remember what classes have always been offered here at Gorman. Abby, Megan, Reagan, and Angelica will now touch on one of our most unique electives.
Hi gang, I'm Mr. Cava and we're in the black and white darkroom. We teach black and white here at Gorman. We're one of the only schools in Las Vegas that teaches black and white. In here, we do exactly what Jonathan does in Stranger Things. We go out and sneaky take pictures, then we come into the darkroom and we use chemicals and paper, and we do it all in the red light. Oh, there goes the red light. So we're in the darkroom with the red light now, and not only do we do darkroom work, we also have studio lighting, and we do portraits, and we do some outside portraits, and we do shoot the sports and the games and stuff. So black and white photo is a great, and we do some outside portraits, and we do shoot the sports and the games and stuff. So black and white photo is a great class to take, and anyone from sophomores all the way up to seniors can take it. It's a full year class, and boy, I'd love to have you in here. Thanks for watching.
That is so cool. I will definitely look into that class. We have such a variety of extracurriculars at Gorman, it's hard to keep track. With that being said, it's also important to catch up on all of the athletics going on this winter season. Let's pass the ball over to Sophia Effio for sports. Sophia?
What's up, BG? Gorman had a lot going on since we've been gone, so let's get right into it. Over winter break, the football team won with a score of 49-14 at the Geico Bowl. Speaking of football, Ben Vaskov got the opportunity to go to the Raiders and Golden Knights games to show some support and see what we missed. Let's take a look.
What's up, Gorman? Welcome to Sports Outside the G. There's been a lot of sports going on around the Valley, so let's get right into it. I had an opportunity to go to the Las Vegas Raiders game on January 7th, so let's take a look. The Las Vegas Raiders unfortunately lost to the Kansas City Chiefs with a final score of 13-31. Patrick Mahomes threw for 202 yards and 1 touchdown, and Jared Stidham threw for 219 yards and 1 touchdown. Let's check out what the players have to say in the post-game press conference.
Every year you're trying to win. Every game you're trying to win. There's no seasons where you're going out there and saying this one doesn't really matter. They all matter, and I think everybody in this organization, wants to do that, and that's what we're going to be hard at work to do.
Patrick, you're 27-3 against the AFC West. Did division wins mean more to you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was something that was instilled with me right when I got here. Is we were going to focus on the AFC West opponents. We believe we have one of the best divisions, not the best division in football. And so we know if we can handle business in the AFC West, it's going to put us in the position to be where we want to be at the end of the year.
The Raiders had a rough season, falling short of the playoffs. Hopefully, they can get it next year. Abby Hartz had a chance to go to a Vegas Golden Knights game also on January 7th, so let's take a look and see what she put together.
We had a 2-on-0 right in front of their net with two of our better players, right? And we didn't execute. And periodically that happens, but it was a good forecheck play by us to create a turnover. Power play entry, Carly hits a post, good entry. Marshy down the wing, getting a puck to the net. So that was the good, right? And there wasn't much good, but the good was that we created three really good looks. Not that Marshy's was a great look, but it's time and space for him to shoot the puck. He's attacking with speed, something that, we wanted to try to do. And maybe it's a different game if those goes in, because LA plays, they'll have to open up a little bit more, right? If they end up behind that, that's just natural for a team that plays a tight checking game. So opportunities to get a lead, extend the lead. Again, lack of execution on one, puck luck maybe on the other, because they were both good shots.
The Las Vegas Desert Dogs fell short of the Vancouver Warriors with a final score of 16-19 on the 14th and play today against the Vancouver Warriors again. And lastly, the NBA G League Ignite played the Fort Wayne Mad Ants, and the Ignite lost with a final score of 121-114. Let's see what head coach Jason Hart had to say about the team's performance.
The pace they run with the offense, the consistency they do it, and then they pay attention to detail. So that's something our guys can learn. But
well, that's all for Sports Outside the G. Tune in next week to see what sports are going on around the Valley.
Thanks, Ben. Super cool. That reminds me that this Tuesday, the varsity bowling team had a game against Durango, and on Wednesday, they played against Del Sol Valley, winning both games with a score of 9-0. The varsity flag football team played Bonanza on Wednesday, winning with a score of 19-14. The varsity wrestling team has a tournament at Chaparral today, and their senior night is on Tuesday here at Gorman, so make sure to come show support. Men's varsity basketball team played 2 games this week. They had a game against Clark on Wednesday, winning with a score of 72-51, and a game on Thursday, winning against Foothill with a score of 66-46. Nice job, guys. The women's varsity basketball team had a game on Tuesday, losing 61-71 against Shadow Ridge, but they recovered and won Thursday, winning 59-21 against Foothill. Don't forget to come show support for the men and women's basketball teams at the Big City Showdown at Cox Pavilion tomorrow. Well, that's all I have for you today. Keep it real, BG.
Thanks, Sophia. Reminder, Kairos 89 is coming up soon, but the Kairos 90 sign-up is still open, so make sure you sign up quickly before spots run out. Seniors, this is the last Kairos retreat of the year, and we strongly encourage you to go on it.
Wait!
What?
Don't forget about your service hours. Seniors need 100 to graduate, so don't procrastinate. Also, course requests for the juniors is still open, but it will close on Tuesday, so don't delay.
On another note, our thespians did an exceptional job at the Southern Nevada Regionals competition this past Saturday.
25 students qualified nationally, and 9 of these students will also be going on to state. Congratulations to everyone who competed, and make sure to keep up the great work.
Well, that's all we have for you this week, Gorman. I'm Lokelani Francis.
And I'm Alyssa Gonzaga.
And this is your BGTV.